Arkansas's great outdoors include everything, and on today's show we will travel to the northeast part of Arkansas to hear from a long-time outdoors supporter, and I do mean she's been doing this a long time. We'll also take a look at Arkansas's hiking in the snow, and we discuss trail maintenance on a unique plot of natural land inside the city limits of Little Rock. All that and a first fish is coming right up on Arkansas's Great Outdoors. We've got a full show for you today, so let's start with the rising generation. Arkansas has a brand new angler. We have got another edition of First Fish. We got Julian. Julian, how old are you?
5.
5 years old. Have you ever caught a fish before?
No.
We're gonna catch a fish today. I know it's gonna happen. Do you know what's gonna happen?
What?
You're gonna catch a fish. You ready?
You ready?
Ready.
Okay, all righty. Okay, get ready. Gonna do another cast just like that last one. Woo! Okay, you know what? That might actually catch a fish today. Oh, it did! It did! All right, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Yes, okay, you got it right there, buddy. Looky there, that is a beautiful speckled belly brim right there. Okay.
I caught a fish.
All right. Here we go. Let's hold that up for your dad. Good job, buddy. Was that fun? Woo! There he goes. Yeah.
It just went back in the water.
Yeah, there he goes.
I'm gonna catch another fish.
You want to catch another one?
Yeah.
Can you give me a high five? That was awesome. Yes.
Good job.
Yeah. You're probably not done, are you? Would you like to catch another fish?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna catch
look at
another.
that. Now watch what happens here. This is when you know the fish are hungry. This is a bare hook, no bait, just a red hook in the water. Grab this and start cranking. Start cranking. I'm just trying to get the moss off. Yeah. Oh, looky here. Oh.
I caught a big fish.
Woo! Man. Julian, you're a fish catching machine. Good job, Julian. All right. Okay.
You gonna throw him back?
Toss him back.
Woo! Man.
Let's just go ahead and set the hook because there's no way that that's on its own. All right, start reeling. Start reeling. There we go. Yeah. Ain't no minnow that big. All right, keep cranking. Woo! Yeah. Man, that is good. Okay, and there you go. Good job. Oh, I think you got one. Okay. Yeah. Whoa, yeah. All right.
I can barely.
Okay. Woo! Here we go. All right.
Yeah.
You got? Look what you got right here.
Oh.
Isn't that something?
Spiky
Yeah,
on
got
the
some
top.
spiky on the top. Uh-huh.
Wow.
You like that?
Yeah.
Show that to the camera right there, buddy. Julian, you caught one of the most beautiful speckled belly brim we've ever seen.
Wow.
Isn't that an amazing fish? Look at that. See the colors on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Speckled belly brim are unique to this fish farm. All right, so you want to name him?
Puffy.
Puffy, that's a good name. Puffy's a good name for this speckled belly brim. All right, you want to throw him back?
Yeah.
Okay, got him?
Got him.
Okay, here we go. Woo! Hey, that was a good toss. All right. Welcome to the family of anglers, Julian. Now, we want to let you know about our social media, which includes tips from this show and others, as well as great photos. So log on to Arkansas's Great Outdoors on our Facebook and Instagram pages for an online trip to the outdoors in between our weekly television program. Just search Arkansas's Great Outdoors on your social media and our YouTube channel. You can also catch Mallory Lindsay's hiking tips online and right here.
So finding the perfect fit is really important because if you don't have a good fit or the perfect fit, that means you're probably going to get blisters or pressure points, and we really don't want that when you're doing a 5-mile hike, right? So some of the things to consider when you're getting the perfect fit is you want it to be snug everywhere, tight, nowhere, and you still want room to wiggle your toes. The best tip is to try on your boot or go boot shopping after a long day on your feet. On a hike, your feet are gonna sweat and swell, and after a long day on your feet at work, it's gonna feel the same.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
You'll find us at the end of a lot of long country roads, covering over 60% of the great state of Arkansas. Our 17 electric distribution cooperatives are working day and night to provide reliable, affordable power to over 500,000 homes, farms, and businesses, just like yours. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
In a previous show, we took part in a cleanup in Hot Springs' beautiful Northwoods hiking and biking trails. It was an opportunity to work with experts doing their thing to preserve an area known for its great scenery. Today, we'd like to show you a trail cleanup in a place that may surprise you. Are you aware that one of the largest urban wetlands in the country is right here in Arkansas's capital city of Little Rock? Fouche Creek is not just a wetland, but the creek itself serves as the runoff of nearly 75% for the whole city. It takes a unique approach to protect this unique area. Lee and I went to Fouche Creek with Norm Berner, who heads up the Friends of Fouche Creek in preparation for their big cleanup day.
But look at all the piles of litter that's here. Basketballs, all kinds of sports balls, because we have 10 city parks that have a waterway going by it. And we've had kids lose balls that were brand spanking new. Some parents are smart, will put a phone number on it. But the majority of the stuff that you can see on the top, plastic, should have been recycled.
While many people are unaware Fouche Creek even exists, they are very aware of what it's near, such as the State Fairgrounds and Barton Coliseum and Interstate 30. Yet within these confines are 1,800 acres that host all kinds of wildlife and a floatable stream with some truly unique beauty and some unique challenges to that beauty.
We did something different with these. Instead of getting 100-foot long booms, we got 2 50-foot long booms, so we could open it up in the middle and not have as much to pull. As you can see, there's natural debris that's in there that we need to flush out every so often. This captures a lot of trash from upstream and the other part of Little Rock, and we're looking to have a fundraising program so we can raise money to purchase more booms at a couple select locations, get volunteers to do it so we don't have as much coming down here.
A little later in the show, we'll show you the big cleanup effort for Fouche Creek. But first, let's introduce you to one of the mainstays in Arkansas's Great Outdoors from Paragould. On the north side of Highway 412, on the east side of town, is the historic landmark of the Pillows Bait Tackle and Center. It's a gathering place for anglers and has been so for decades, all under the watchful care of Irene Pillow. She's been in the minnow business for quite a while and witnessed the growth firsthand with pioneers of the industry, such as her late husband, Joe Mack Pillow, who knew when it was time to expand the farm.
And he just kept buying farms, and he'd come home and he'd say, you know what, I've been thinking, and I hated that because I know he was fixing to buy another farm.
Irene has seen a lot of customers come through the doors to start their fishing day or end it. The fish tales are legendary and numerous.
Oh, I've heard a lot of fish tales. Whether they're true or not, I don't know. But they're interesting.
She just turned 87 and still comes to work every day. Now, for those of you wondering, it's the secret to longevity. That and a healthy dose of gratitude. What is Irene grateful for?
Just being able to be here every day. God has just blessed me, that I can work at my age. People say, you still working? But I love to work. And I don't know what else I'd do if I retired. I have no other plans.
Along with that gratitude is a sense of wonder of what each day will bring.
Just wondering what's going to happen today, and thank the Lord that He let me get up and go and walk and do the things that I do.
When Arkansas's Great Outdoors returns, we visit one of Arkansas's unknown wetlands. In fact, one of the largest urban wetlands in the country, right in our capital city. That's next. Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Vexus Boats, and earlier we introduced you to Norm Berner, who heads up the Friends of Fouche Creek, one of the largest urban wetlands in the country, all inside the city limits of Little Rock. Now let's show you the effort on the big cleanup day.
Mallory, we're here at another trail cleanup, this time a very different environment from last time, right? We're in an urban environment where we have I-30 right here and we're in the middle of neighborhoods.
Yes, I mean, literally that highway is right there. I'm sure you guys can hear it too. But it's such a different environment, right, from what we did on our last cleanup. It is just surrounded by beauty, but also neighborhoods. And it filters over 73% of all that stuff, all the runoff that comes from Little Rock into this watershed. So I'm kind of excited to see what this trail maintenance is gonna bring up.
It's a big day for this area. Volunteers will gather to help this natural oasis bear its load of litter. The 1,800 acres of Fouche Creek handle the runoff for well over 100,000 acres of the city of Little Rock. The burden can be overwhelming.
Our mission was to restore and revitalize our huge Fouche Creek urban wetlands for the benefit of the environment, because there was so darn much street litter and trash that was in here that's coming from 73% of our city's storm drains that feed one of the 15 waterways within Little Rock that are connected to Fouche Creek. And that's what blows people's minds. They think that once trash goes into our storm drain system, it gets taken care of.
We're deeper inside Fouche Creek right now, and you can tell the sound is very different from where we started. We're further away from the freeway, and all of the trees serve as a buffer to the sound. It's very quiet. You can hear the cicadas, and there's dappled light everywhere. It's quite peaceful, and it's an area worth preserving.
So we're cleaning up, and unfortunately there are all those bottles over there that we can't reach because I'm not in waders and it's in about 2 feet of water. So even though we do these cleanups, unfortunately so much is missed because it goes into the water and then downstream into the river. So again, really important to not throw your water bottles in the gutters and to clean up your trash. So if you can handle the mosquitoes, wetlands are one of my favorite things to explore. Reason being is everything comes to the water, right? Water is a necessity. And one of my favorite things to discover are crayfish, crawfish, mud puppies, whatever you like to call them. They are mounds. Now what this mound is a bunch of silt and rock and sediment that the crayfish will burrow down and kick out, and it's meant to protect their nest from predators. This is an ideal one. They're about 2 to 4, sometimes even 6 inches tall. But the key is that they'll look like a little termite mound. So there's a hole in the middle that kind of distinguishes it from just a mound of dirt. But wetlands are just so awesome.
Well, we're doing it just, for public awareness, for beautification. Everybody needs to get out here. You see white-tailed deer, all kinds. I'm not a bird person, but all kinds of different hawks and shoreline birds. We've seen beaver, muskrat. I've heard there's black bear out here, but nobody's going to want to admit it. I wouldn't be surprised. And so it's for a city, an urban setting, to have this in the geographic center. There's no place like it.
No. And so, there you have it. I know there's a lot of outdoor enthusiasts that want to make a difference. They want to make an impact. This is your impact. So come clean up, make our waterways beautiful, because everyone wants to enjoy beautiful, clean waterways.
Mallory, it's always a pleasure to work with you and see the progress that's made when people come together to clean up our trails.
Oh my goodness, it was so exciting, the camaraderie, the excitement, and it's really amazing how much work it takes to keep these trails beautiful. And an urban trail is so different than the other trail that we were at, where it was just surrounded completely by state forests and protected areas. This is taking in all the trash from our urban areas, and so it requires so much more maintenance. It really, really helps when we take out what we bring in and when we all come together to do these volunteer events.
Yes, please help us clean up Arkansas's great outdoors.
It was a great day of volunteerism for the Friends of Fouche Creek. Norm Berner and his team helped clean loads of trash off the trails and out of the waterways to help protect the area for your next visit. So keep in mind, this area is set to be part of the Great Southwest Trail, which eventually will connect Little Rock to Hot Springs in a paved 63-mile trail. One more thing that makes Arkansas's outdoors great. Next up, we'll see what wintertime hiking looks like at one of our newest trails, the Blue Mountain Natural Area in central Arkansas. Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait. Arkansas's amazing waterways are best enjoyed with one of our own boat builders' best. Vexus Boats, proudly made in Flippin by the men and women who know boats more than anyone.
We want to be unlike anyone else in the market. When you buy a Vexus boat, you're buying something you cannot buy anywhere else.
The fiberglass product that we build here is glass infused. What that really means is that we control the glass to resin ratio.
Open molds, chopper gun, resin in the air. We don't do that here.
Using infused composite construction, we're pulling the air out of that product. We're laying in the most advanced fiberglass possible. And then we're also adding just the right amount of resin to our boats.
Our entire concept was to make the boat lighter, faster, stronger. And so when we started the infused composite construction process, that's what we had in mind. A more consistent, lighter, stronger vessel, and that's what we attained.
The VX20 is the smoothest riding boat out there. It's comfortable, if you feel safe in it, it handles the water really well.
Every fiberglass part we built here in this plant is built under vacuum. Deck, hull, stringers, all the boxes, every lid. If you see a fiberglass part, we infused it.
To an owner on the water, what the infusion does is gives you longevity. It gives you something that's going to stand the test of time, that's going to eat up the rough water.
I'm going to get to go fishing, I'm going to get to my spot, and I have confidence in that I'll get to my spot and get back. This boat handles rough water.
You're talking about a boat that is lighter, stronger, faster. All of these things provide a boat that is hard to compare within the industry.
One of my favorite things to experience is a good wintertime hike. The colder the better, and if you can throw in some snow, that's even better still. No mosquitoes or chiggers, and the view is amazing and refreshing. During our recent cold snap, I took an opportunity to enjoy the sights and sounds. Well, hello everybody. It's the Arkansas Winter Storm of 2024, and I always wanted to go on a hike in some heavy snow. We have an opportunity to do that heavy by Arkansas standards. And so I've come out to the Blue Mountain Natural Area, one of our newer hiking trails in central Arkansas. In fact, on an earlier episode of Arkansas's Great Outdoors, you saw the debut and the grand opening. Governor Hutchinson was here, Congressman French Hill was here, and this was a great way to kind of debut some new area for people to hike not too far from downtown. So we're going to go on a little hike today and see some of the beauty of Arkansas in the wintertime. This just goes to show that you can enjoy Arkansas's great outdoors any day of the year. This morning it was 8 degrees. Right now it's 14. So by the math, that means it's 75% warmer than it was this morning. Kind of, if you kind of work with it a little bit. So let's go see what the Blue Mountain Trail looks like. As you can see, I'm not the only person to have thought of this today. This is a multi-use trail for hikers and bikers and some others. You'll notice some wildlife tracks in the snow, along with some boots, and believe it or not, a brave biker was out making tracks in the snow. I was hiking the Luna Moth Trail. Now, this is a good trail for these conditions because the elevation doesn't rise or fall too much. Steady ground, surer footing, less chance of slips and falls. You may remember an earlier episode of Arkansas's Great Outdoors when Governor Hutchinson and Congressman French Hill and Secretary Hurst came to the grand opening of the Blue Mountain Natural Area. Now, Blue Mountain connects to Rattlesnake Ridge, which will eventually connect to Pinnacle Mountain State Park. Just in case you were wondering, there were other hikers taking advantage of this cold but beautiful day. One of them, Harley the Wonder Dog. That fur coat and very happy demeanor was built for a day just like today. Along with Harley, the trail features some of the wilder wildlife. I got to see a deer making the rounds as well. All in all, this was a great way to enjoy a beautiful day. All right, I'm just about finished with today's hike, and it was absolutely beautiful. I cannot recommend this enough. Try to get out, take an opportunity to see things that you won't see in a normal day in Arkansas. When we get snow like this, it's kind of rare. Enjoy the outdoors because you'll see things that you'll never see. So a couple of tips if you do decide to hike on a 14-degree day. One is layer up. Everywhere, but like for instance the head. I usually have a 2-beanie setup when I'm hiking on a cold day. I decided I'd try to be a tough guy today, and for the most part it worked, but there were a few times I wish I would have had that extra level of insulation, especially when the breeze kicked up. I don't know where I got this cold weather neck gaiter, but I can tell you it was priceless out there today, because what the neck gaiter does is it helps insulate your core so the heat that your body generates doesn't escape up through your jacket. It stays right there, and everything stayed nice and warm. So get outside, enjoy Arkansas's Great Outdoors any day of the year, but on a day like today you can see things that you would normally never see. Bring a camera, take some photos, and enjoy. We thank you for watching. We began with yet another new angler for Arkansas. Congratulations to Julian. We also hit the hiking trails. One trail is an uncommon wetland, and the other an uncommon opportunity in the snow. We hope at least one takeaway from this show is that there is always something to do in Arkansas's Great Outdoors, no matter the time of year. We'll see you next week.